This is your sports TV station in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
From Lorain High School, we welcome you back for Junior Varsity Basketball. Now it's the JV action as Lorain High takes on the Sandusky Blue Streaks. Lorain High Junior Varsity squad putting together a very nice season so far, 6-1, taking on a Sandusky JV team that's 2-6 on the year. Glad you've dialed in for this special sports presentation on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television. We are underway at the Lorain High Gym. Out front, the three is up. Wow. Rattled in. Boy, right out of the chute. Demon Heisel. 3-0, Lorain High. And trapped just inside the half-court line with nowhere to go is Shaquille Davis-Mills. So Sandusky with the basketball. Boy, a quick three ball by Lorain High.
That was a little pass pick away. High curl cut, stroked it.
There's a three. Oh, we are off and running as Brian Williams knocks in a three for Sandusky. 3-3 ball game, 6:20 to go. We're just underway. Varsity game to follow. Lorain High in their home whites, white shirts, white shorts, blue letters and numbers, silver trim. Sandusky in their dark blues. On the right wing, another three, a beauty.
Wow.
And Heisel with 2 threes makes it 6-3, and there's a turnover by Sandusky. Andrew Walston with a feed in the lane. The runner put up no good by Sturgill. Offensive rebound, put back up and in, and a chance for a three-point play. Oh, a nice follow by Gerald Howard.
Tim, the game is so much quicker 1 year later. And, I hope the fans that are watching at home, they watched our freshman broadcast, and then just look at the difference in speed between that level and this one. I mean, it's truly amazing.
8-3, Lorain High by 5. This non-conference game, and there's a turnover by Sandusky at the other end. Driving and scoring on a nice move is Gerald Howard, and that will bring a quick timeout from Sandusky, a 30-second timeout. Boy, Lorain has bounced out to a 7-point lead.
Great start. And speaking of great things, I mean, that junior high, our Junior Titans basketball dinner is really great. It's Thursday, January 19th from 5 to 8 at Rosewood Place, 4493 Oberlin Avenue. $10 donation, 6 for 12 and under. Includes dinner, pop, and a cash bar. That's Junior Titans basketball spaghetti dinner, Thursday, January 19th, 5 to 8 at Rosewood Place. Get tickets from Brian Corey over at Charleston Center, or just walk up, pay cash at the door is probably the way to go.
Bob, the thing for Lorain High as the home team, you want to get out to that good start, kind of put the opposing team in the hole and get your crowd into it.
Exactly. I mean, this is a great start, and I'm so impressed with how hard the Lorain Titans are playing.
Boy, Williams hits another three ball for Sandusky.
Well, you're going to have to close out a little bit longer on that young man.
And Brian Williams has knocked in 2 from beyond the arc. Titans with the ball. They're up by 4, 5:10 to go here in the opening quarter. Tim Elkhorn, Bob Braskich from the Lorain High Gym.
3-2 zone action. Don't see many of those.
Wow. Three ball for the Titans.
What a start.
Boy, Darren Sturgill deep in the left corner knocked in a three to make it 13-6 Lorain High. And there's a turnover. Boy, a nice shovel pass heading to the other end. Driving and scoring is Andrew Ralston for the Titans. Boy, how about 15 points?
15 points in less than 3 minutes.
Holy smokes. Williams on the right sideline. Bounce in the corner. With the basketball now is a guy I don't have a number for in my JV roster, and there's a turnover by Lorain High, heading to the hoop, missing the shot, but a tip put back up, no good. Loose ball corralled in the right corner. Cross-court pass left wing, open three. Got it!
Wow, Tim, come on now.
Darren Sturgill gives Lorain an 18-6 lead.
I think that's 4 threes thus far.
4:05 to go here in the opening period.
But I'm more impressed with how hard the Titans are playing defensively.
And there's another turnover, although they give it right back to Sandusky.
I mean, really good ball pressure, and off the ball, people are anticipating, running through passing lanes.
Williams lob in the middle of the floor. The ball stolen away. Driving and scoring for Lorain High is Andrew Ralston, and Sandusky says we need another timeout.
Another timeout.
How
Wow.
about 20 points by Lorain High, and there is still 3:38 to go here in the first quarter of play. A 14-point lead for the Titans.
Tim, that gives us an opportunity. Today's a special day for Channel 20 in our basketball broadcast because we have an all-student crew, supervised, of course, by Joe Bach.
B-O-C-K.
I want to mention these. I mean, they're doing such a nice job. Mike Rosa, Heinen Hernan, Emmanuel Rivera, Amanda Hefka, all under the guidance of Joe Bach. They're on the cameras, they're on the board, they're doing everything tonight, and it's a great thing. It's Channel 20. It's a class here at Lorain High and communications course, and they're having a good time, and we're appreciating their good work.
Now, what was the name of the young lady there, Bob? What was her name again?
The young gal is Amanda Hefka.
Yeah, now, Amanda, as I was coming in the door tonight, she didn't realize I was on the WLCS TV 20 broadcast crew.
She didn't recognize Tim Alcorn.
She laughed at my hat.
I love the
Amanda
fedora.
didn't know that I was going to see her a little bit later on.
The fedora is a classic.
And I walked up behind her, I said, Amanda, I saw you laughing at the hat. I don't think she knew whether to crawl in the hole or just say, sorry about that.
You wore it well. You do wear it well. I like a fedora. I think that's a classic. They're great.
She didn't notice that I noticed her chuckling at the hat. All right, off the timeout. Boy, Lorain playing well. There's another turnover. Driving right to the lane shot. Boom! And in. And a chance for a three-point play by Christian Corlew. Oh, it's all clicking for the Titans early on.
Wow, 22 points in just a little over a quarter. I mean, if we would project that over the full, I mean, that is, it's amazing. The shooting percentage has to be 80 or better thus far.
22-6, Lorain High. 16-point lead, and still 3:10 to go in the first quarter. Sandusky with the basketball, looking at a huge deficit. Brett Garr out front for the Blue Streaks, and he got fouled by Lorain High's Andrew Ralston.
See, what the Titans are doing right now with all this defensive heat is they're taking Sandusky out of their offense. They're completely taking them out of any comfort zone whatsoever.
Williams on the right wing, gave it in the corner. The three, way off the mark. But an offensive rebound for Sandusky.
Travel.
And now we're going to get a traveling call. So that'll give it back to Lorain. 3:01 to go first quarter. We still have varsity action to follow. We'll bring you the varsity ball game as the Blue Streaks are in town to take on the Titans. Andy Bastock's team at 4-3 on the year.
Little pattern here. On maids, Sandusky plays the 3-2 zone. On misses, they go to man-to-man. Changing defenses. I always like that. Nice spin move.
Boy, there's another basket for Lorain High. That one dropped in by Gerald Howard. Boy, everybody contributing early on for the Titans. Pass down low, knocked out of bounds. But again, good collapsing defense there by Lorain.
Sandusky's changing defenses at the high school level. When you change defenses, offenses stand. I've always thought that was, if you can do it well. I mean, it works.
Reverse layup, no good. Rebound grab by Lorain High. They are up by 18 points. Left of the lane, shot, no. Ooh, they'll call a charge right there. A little bit of a shoulder dip. It's hard to argue with that call. If you lower that shoulder, more often than not, they'll put the arm behind the neck and say that's a charge. 2:22 to go in the quarter. Boy, Lorain High is off to a lightning quick start in this JV game, leading 24-6. Boy, a terrific start to this ball game for the Titans.
Good ball pressure right there. Head on the basketball. There you go.
And it creates another turnover. Oh, nice vision. Left of the lane. Driving and scoring for the Titans is Christian Corlew, but good court vision.
Well, bringing the ball with your head up and being able to pass it up the floor is a skill.
And there's a driving shot put up and in by Jerron Yarborough. Makes it 26-8. Open three. No good. Rebound grab by Williams. 1:35 to go here in the opening quarter. Boy, Lorain High has bolted out to a huge advantage. Although a nice drive to the hoop. Boy, nobody stepped up.
Fellas.
Still trying to figure out who number 4 is because it's not in my JV roster. But we'll get that number and name, or the name, and goes with that number before the night is over. Ooh, nice drive to the bucket by Gerald Howard, and he took a pretty good spill. That'll bring in Brandon Rodriguez for Lorain High, and also back in the ball game, Darren Sturgill. For Sandusky, Nick Walton will see his first action. They call a charge right there or a travel? Either way, the ball goes back to Sandusky. (26-10). 16-point lead for Lorain High. Just over a minute to go here in the opening quarter. And we're going to have a foul called. It's on Lorain High's Devontae Sutton. So Devontae Sutton gets the personal.
Good ball pressure by the Titans, and then one pass away. A lot of teams play sluffy off the line of the ball. Lorain High's in denial.
Well, there's a nice pass right there.
Good little back cut.
Yep, Brian Williams gets the hoop. Under a minute to go here in the quarter, 26-12. Lorain by 14. Boy, they have come out to a blistering start. The runner left it alone. Right on the mark. Brandon Rodriguez drops it in the hole. Wow, 28-12. And there's a steal by Lorain High. Scales heads to the other end, or excuse me, that was Devontae Sutton who got the bucket to make it 30-12. Wow.
We're at a 120-point pace.
Darren Sturgill out front commits the personal. For the Titans, that'll be their 4th team foul. Here comes Heisel back in the ball game. 21.7 to go. 30-12 Lorain High. Sandusky with the basketball. Clock down to 15. Shot from the wing off the glass and good. Boy, that was a pretty bank shot by Trevor Richards-Baines.
Good ball fake.
7, 6, 5. And there's a travel call on the left wing. Getting whistled with that turnover was Christian Corlew.
We got 1.9 left, fellas. Pick up, turn around, pick up 1.9. You've got to pick up in this situation right here.
And now the officials are conferring about something. They wanted to make sure the call was correct right there. So we're down to 1.9 to go. And now, just as Bob mentioned, Lorain High will pick up a little bit in that backcourt. Inbounds pass. And there's a shot at the buzzer, too high off the glass, and that will end the first quarter of play. Boy, you talk about a good first period. Lorain High with 30 in the first quarter. 30-14, they lead Sandusky at the end of one. JV boys basketball right here on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
It's a high school promise.
Did you know that right now there are 129,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted? That's a lot of kids, but I'm sure there's enough love in America to help them out. The National Council for Adoption is helping kids find permanent families through a program called Families for All. What can you do? Go to familiesforall.org. You can make a difference in the life of a child.
It's America.
Second quarter underway. Boy, Lorain High hopes they pick up right where they left off in period number one. A 30-point first quarter for the Titans. 30-14 JV game between Lorain High and Sandusky. There's a drive and a score and a foul. Well, indeed, they pick up right where they left off. Brandon Rodriguez with a chance for a three-point play.
Just good spacing on offense, and I've noticed it the entire game. The spacing is very good, and that's what opened up the baseline. Took the help further away from the basket, couldn't get there quick enough to stop Rodriguez.
Brandon Rodriguez, line right. 6:47 to go here in the first half of play. Free throw up, in and out. Rebound grab by the Blue Streaks. Bob, what makes good spacing? When you talk about spacing on the offensive end.
In the man-to-man, I mean, all the offensive players should be, there should be floor balance and should be approximately 15 feet apart. You don't want one defender to be able to, defense two. And by having that good spacing, you open up holes, whether it's a zone or whether you're playing against a man-to-man. You open up holes, opportunities for dribble drive. You open up opportunities to cut from the weak side.
Turnover by Sandusky leads to an easy hoop for Lorain High as Darren Sturgill makes it 34-14.
Tim, you take the help side defense further away.
Jump shot no good. Rebound corralled by Lorain High. Again,
wow.
Great court vision. Long pass down the floor. Driving and scoring was Heisel off a great feed by Darren Sturgill.
I just like the ball pressure. The defenders one pass away are in denial. They're taking Sandusky completely out of their comfort zone. There you go.
And there's another steal. And a driving layup by Roland Scales. Boy, he got up there.
Yeah, he did.
His hand was above the rim, and there's another timeout taken by Sandusky.
That's their third.
Boy, they're just sticking fingers in the dike trying to stop it.
Right.
They can't. 38-14.
Sports fans, high school basketball is back with the excitement of Lorain High basketball. There's always a game to watch, so turn your channel to WLCS TV 20 and watch them all. Win, lose, or draw, our kids give their best. Lorain School Employees Credit Union supports our schools. Now, Neil Summers is just great over there. We talk about it all the time. I am a customer over there and very satisfied. 4559 Oberlin Avenue, Lorain School Employees Credit Union, Neil Summers. The phone number is 282-4600.
You mentioned WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television. Is there a harder working man in show business than Joe Bach?
And I'm glad you said that, Tim, because I don't think anywhere else in the state of Ohio on cable with a Channel 20 is there a freshman and a JV basketball game being televised. And our varsity coverage is almost every game. I mean, it's just fantastic. Most districts are 1 or 2, maybe 3 games a year, if they even do it at all. The Channel 20 basketball coverage is just top-notch.
How much did Joe Bach pay you to say all that, Bob?
Keeps me employed.
That's B-O-C-K. He's the best in the business. 38-14. Turnover by Sandusky gives it back to Lorain High. Boy, this is the freshman game all over again. A little deja vu. If you weren't with us earlier, the freshmen just blew out Akron Firestone. And now here in the JV game between Lorain and Sandusky, boy, it is all Titans. 38-14. 5:15 to go here in the first half. There's a three, and it's a beauty.
Now that is well done. Great ball movement. Nice job.
Heisel makes it 41-14 Titans. And they had 30 at the end of the first quarter. And there's a steal out front. Scales laid it up and in. Great anticipation defensively.
Well, that's the second time Scales has done that. I mean, it's just, again, they're in denial and they're running through passing lanes, one pass away. Good ball pressure. It's great.
Williams, open three, rattled it in. Boy, he's got a three-point shot. He's hit 3 here in the first half of play. 43-17. There's a 3 at the other end by Scales. He missed that one. Rebound grab by the Blue Streaks. 4:25 to go in the half. There's Williams on the right wing. Williams looking. Boy, good defense being played.
Yeah, I mean, that's just good.
Lob down low, shot no good. Boy, Lorain High just refused to grant any space right there. Scales on the right sideline. Out front to Heisel. Heisel back to Scales. His pass is stolen away by Sandusky.
Use your dribble to get a better passing angle when you're feeding the post.
Williams fires one of the lane and a driving shot no good. Rebound corralled by Lorain High, and then they lose it, but out of there with it comes Scales. 3:40 to go. Good
floor balance, good movement, picks. Players reading the defense. There's a lot here. Very nice. I'm impressed.
Running shot no good. Whistle and a foul on the rebound. I think that one's going against Lorain High. Well, not much has gone wrong for the Titans tonight, but they have played very good basketball, and now we're going to see 3 new bodies in there. .3:29 to go in the half, 43-17.
And just a good coaching job here. I love the way they're playing. And, you know, you've got to mention these coaches. Will Pagan, Matt Killian, Sean Nixon. Brian Clark's down there. Bill Sturgill. Nice job, guys.
And there's another turnover. And a driving layup. Boy, the feet came out from under Gerald Howard, but he dropped it in anyway to make it 45-17.
Wow. Completely out of their comfort zone.
They sure are. Boy, and Lorain High gets out and defends, and as you said, they really take Sandusky out of their comfort zone. There's no space whatsoever for the Blue Streaks.
I've watched the JVs before, Tim, and I thought they played kind of out of control earlier in the season, and they certainly are not playing that way tonight.
2:35 to go here in the first half of play, 45-17. Run of the lane, in the lane, turnaround shot rolled around the rim and in. Wow. Gerald Howard makes it 47-17. 30-point lead for Lorain High. Taking on a Sandusky JV squad that's 2-6. A drive and a score for Sandusky. Laying it on the rim and in was Shaquille Davis-Mills. Scales a 3. Nope. Rebound put back up. Bounce off the rim, no good. Rebound loose. Lorain High has it. Shot in the lane, got blocked. But a foul as well.
The offensive efficiency rating for Lorain High in this game is well above 1. It's called the OER, points per possessions. If you can get one, if you could get a 1 or a .9, that's very good. I'll bet it's about 1.5 in this game. I mean, it's just amazing how efficient they've been.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half of play. 48-19. 2 good free throws. Lorain High with a 30-point lead. They had 30 points at the end of the first quarter. Boy, they are just lightning quick on the defensive end. And the possession arrow belongs to Lorain High. So the Titans will get it back. Bob, if they close out this first half with a bit of a flurry, you're close to back-to-back 30.7-minute quarters. Think about that.
Multiplied by 2 equals 120.
Scales, right of the lane. His shot, nope. The rebound, though, grabbed by the Titans in traffic, and a traveling call will be whistled on Ralston.
It's too early to talk about it, but the most points I've seen, just in my experience in this gym, was 134 back in the late 70s, or maybe it was the early 80s, and it was against North Ridgeville. I remember that. That was a varsity game.
Shot blocked from behind. Oh, what a play by Gerald Howard. Right wing, open 3. Right there.
Wow.
Christian Corlew makes it 52-19. And a drive and a score at the other end by the Blue Streaks.
I can remember 90 in a freshman game.
I don't think they ever put that 3 up on the scoreboard. I think we're there.
You're right.
And there's a steal and a score. The scoreboard says 49, but I think we're at 52 for Lorain. I don't think they ever put that 3 up there that Corlew just hit. 38 seconds to go in the half. On the left wing, Scales. Scales outside the 3-point arc. To the foul line. The jumper, no good. The rebound, though, corralled by the Blue Streaks. There we go. Now they got it up there. down the floor, knocked away. 20 seconds to go. Here comes Lorain. On the right wing, a three.
Wow! This is incredible.
Ralston, 55-23.
6 seconds.
Williams, baseline left, double team. Scooped it up there at the side of the backboard, and that ends the first half of play. What an offensive display by this Lorain High Titan basketball team. In 14 minutes of basketball, they put 55 points on the board. 55-23. Lorain leading Sandusky at the half of the junior varsity ball game. We'll come back. We'll see if Lorain can keep it going in quarter number 3. That follows this on our very special sports presentation right here on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Welcome back to Lorain High as we get ready to start the second half of play. And for the Titans, boy, what a terrific first 2 quarters it was. 55-23. Lorain with a huge lead as we start the second half, but for Sandusky, an opportunity for a quick 3-point play to get things rolling here in the third.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in that first half, Lorain High just dominated with their half-court defense. Of those 55, I will bet at least half were the result of steals and creating loose balls and so forth. Just tremendous ball pressure, in denial, one pass away on the wings, trapping once in a while, just playing really hard, and then running a nice offense.
And there's a drive, and a travel will be called on Lorain High. So that'll give it back to Sandusky. 55-25. Lorain High with a 30-point lead. 6:35 to go here in the third quarter of play. Boy, they had an explosive first 2 quarters. Sandusky, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Tim. My hat's off to the coaching staff down there, Sean and Matt Killian and Roe Pagan. I mean, I just see very good defensive fundamentals. And a back cut once in a while, you're going to get that. When you're in denial, you're running through passing lanes, you're going to get back cut once in a while.
There's some transition basketball by the Titans. Boy, a beautiful speed by Andrew Ralston. Boy, again, they covered the 84 feet in about 3 seconds right there. Under 6 minutes to go, 57-25. It's been all Lorain in this one. Let's hope they can keep it going during the varsity game to follow. There's a nice job from behind, as knocking that ball out of there was Darren Sturgill. Williams will inbound. He was sharp from beyond the arc for Sandusky in the first half. He had 3 threes. Bounce pass right to the lane. Oh, what a shot block by Gerald Howard as he knocked that one out of bounds. Ball will stay with Sandusky. Bob, how difficult is it to keep your focus when you got a 30-point lead to start a half?
It's hard, and I can see the defensive intensity's down a notch or so. Understandable, probably human nature. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult.
Lorain will get the basketball after the turnover by Sandusky. Again, Lorain's JV squad came into this contest at 6-1 on the year, so they've been putting together a nice campaign. Sandusky's JV team 2-6.
And that only loss was a very close game here to Cleveland Heights.
Lorain with the basketball, leading by 32 points. Right corner, the three is up and in. Wow. Right on the mark for Brandon Rodriguez. Boy, he has displayed a nice shooting touch here.
Sure hasn't, Brandon. Brandon's one of those guys, I mean, he's skilled and has nice size, has to be 6'3" or 4, and very nice.
Williams, nice pass in the lane. Kind of threaded the needle there, but the ball got knocked out of bounds. Well, it went off Sandusky.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tim. I'm just impressed again, and you can't say it enough because I know the players watch, and I want to reinforce it. They're really playing hard, and that's a testament to the coaches and the players.
Baseline left, looking. Still looking. Finally on the left sideline, got it to Heisel. Heisel now trapped in the corner, whistles it out front to Ralston. Right wing Scales, a three. He hit the bottom of the net. Roland Scales continues the onslaught. It is now 63-25. Shot put up, no good. And a whistle on the putback. We're going to have a jump ball, and the possession arrow belongs to the Titans. .38 lead for the Lorain JV squad. 63-25. They lead Sandusky. 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Tim Elkhorn, Bob Braskich from the Lorain High Gym. Varsity game to follow. How about the dribbling maneuver right there by Scales?
Pretty good. See, I like their movement. First open man gets the basketball. They reverse it from one side to the other. Picks, curl cuts. There's a nice seal. Nice.
Couldn't get the shot to fall, but beautiful roll to the basket. And Sandusky with a turnover. And you can sense that Lorain High wants to quicken this pace and play it at a faster game than Sandusky does.
In the Lorain High offense, they have a little bit of everything. Got a couple of ball screens in there. I mean, there's a lot there to defend. And the spacing, though, is the key.
Drive, scoring for Lorain High is Scales.
Because the spacing allows you to do that. Dribble penetration, you take the help away from the basket, and it's wide open for you.
There's a nice drive and a scoop shot high off the glass for Sandusky. Boy, that was a pretty shot by Shaquille Davis-Mills. Lob down low, went right over the head of a Titan player. Gerald Howard saying, I'm 6'2", not 6'8". You got to put that one in my catchable zone. Sandusky quickly to the forecourt. Lorain High pressuring the basketball. Oh, what a block. And out of there with it comes Scales behind his back on the dribble. Oh, look pass, left side, the drive, and the shot fell off. Offensive rebound, they'll put back up and in by Gerald Howard. Well, there was a little pizzazz on that sequence right there.
Defensive pressure, creating easy baskets.
40-point lead for Lorain High, 67-27.
See, at no time can Sandusky duplicate this defensive pressure at practice.
Exactly. There's a shot from the right wing that falls in to make it 67-29. And a travel call against Lorain High.
That was one of the few forces I've seen tonight. I mean, I think Lorain High has done a very nice job of first open man, pass the basketball, don't force anything. It was one of the few we've had the entire game.
Nick Walton back in the ball game now for Sandusky. 2:25 to go in the quarter, 67-29. Williams got it down low to Walton. Baseline jumper, bounced off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound ricochets out front. Here comes Lorain High, 3-on-1, bounce in the middle, a drive and a score.
Well done, defensive pressure again.
Gerald Howard makes it 69-29 with 2 minutes to go here in the third. There's Walton, got his shot blocked. Out of there with it comes Ralston for Lorain. On the right side to Scales, thought about the three, heads to the baseline, in the lane, and traveling call against Corlew. Not sure I'm sold on that one, Bob.
I wasn't sold on that either. I really wasn't.
Just like Amanda's not sold on my hat.
We've got to talk about that hat the next time we have a break, a foul line situation.
You know, Amanda comes up here in the broadcast booth with us now, and, you know, earlier tonight.
It's critical.
Laughing at the hat. I'll remember that. Over on the far side, there's a kick as the ball got sent out of bounds. 1:38 to go. Well, this has only been a 16-point quarter for Lorain High. Inbounds goes all the way into the far corner down below us.
That should be Lorain High ball.
And the officials say, nope, we're coming all the way back to where the original inbounds was, although they are going to give it to the Titans. You were right, Bob. So here's Scales. Scales with 1:35 to go in the quarter.
There you go. Nice little curl cut. That's okay.
Back comes Sandusky off the turnover. Sandusky, and again, I'm not a coach, but as I watch it from up here, Bob, they dribble into pressure.
Oh, yeah. They play and do what most freshmen and JV teams do, which neither our freshmen or our JV freshmen are doing tonight. They're forcing things. They're dribbling into pressure. They're taking it one dribble too far. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Tim.
There's a missed shot. Rebound grab by Lorain High. 71-29.
See, our spacing down here is good. Right there. That's good spacing.
3 ball up, no good. Rebound corralled by the Blue Streaks. The thing about doing the game at this vantage point here in Lorain, well, you can really see how the floor is spaced. There's a turnover by the Blue Streaks. Here comes Scales. See right here, you can just see how well the floor is spaced and where the gaps are in that defense.
Just like that.
There's a drive and a cut, shot no good. The follow put back up, no good. Boy, it looked like Ralston would have that one, but there's a put back no good. Ralston in traffic, he'll try it again, and he'll bank it home. Ralston makes it 73-29.
Almost on pace for 100 here with 73 with 32 seconds left.
3 ball, nope. Rebound grab by Lorain. Brandon Rodriguez ahead to Ralston. Ralston at the 3-point arc. Right side Scales. He might have walked.
He might have.
16 seconds to go, and now Lorain says 1 shot. Clock at 12. 10. In the lane.
Get in.
Hook shot. Nope. Rebound Sandusky. They've got 5 seconds to go the length of the floor. Clock at 2. 1. Desperation heave. Nope. And that will end the 3rd quarter of play. It is all Lorain High. Boy, what a display of basketball the JV team is putting on. They lead it 73-29 as we go to the 4th here at the Lorain High Gym. JV hoops action right here on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
I'm a big believer in the power of we. We can tackle the tough challenges we face and build community through service and volunteering. It's time for you to raise your hand. Go to serve.gov and get involved in something you believe in.
How will you raise your hand when they call your name?
Are you with me?
We weren't born to follow.
Underway here at Lorain. It is all Titans, 73-29. Tim Elkhorn, Bob Braskich from the Lorain Gym. Don't go anywhere. Varsity action coming up as Lorain and Sandusky will battle it out here at the Lorain High Gym at the varsity level. Well, so far it has been a great afternoon and night for Lorain. There's a shot from the right wing. That's right on the mark. 4-3 by Christian Corlew. 76-29. And there's a steal by Lorain. And a driving shot is good.
I mean, it's unbelievable, Tim. Again, another score off the defense. And the other thing I'm impressed is Lorain High's not turning it over. I'll bet we're at less than 10, I'm sure.
There's another steal, another turnover, and another an acrobatic left-handed shot.
Okay, we're at 80.
6:05 to go, and the JV squad sitting at 80 points. Good pressure on the ball. There's a double team. Walton. Now on the baseline, Williams, his shot too strong. A rebound grab by Lorain High. Here comes Huff. Huff all the way to the basket, and he drives and scores. Wow.
I'm speechless.
82-59. Boy, this is some performance by the JV team, looking for their 7th win of the year.
Another steal, Tim.
And a foul in the backcourt. 5:25 left. Boy, if you weren't with us earlier, the Lorain freshmen took apart Akron Firestone. A huge margin of victory. Bob, I forgot to write it down, but it was big. And now here in the JV game, We've got the Lorain JV squad just rolling up Sandusky.
Oh, I'm impressed with that freshman team.
Yeah.
I saw some players I know are going to be very good varsity players.
There's a walk out front.
So
Brandon Rodriguez.
That's the second force. There wasn't anything there. You've got to, obviously space the floor and work the basketball, force the defense rather to close out. But you do that by reversing the basketball. We talk about it all the time. Then you attack that closeout off the dribble with your dribble. Draw help, make the next pass. There's another steal.
Oh, and then for Lorain High, Rodriguez ran right into the official.
If Rodriguez can dunk, and I think he can, that would have been one.
Oh, nice move by Williams. His jumper right there. That was a pretty shot. Brian Williams. He's had a decent performance for Sandusky tonight. 82-31. As Lorain High perhaps has their eye on that century mark. In the lane, little hook shot off the mark. Rebound, though, grabbed by the Titans. There's a three. It's off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, though, put back up. No, but heading to the free throw line will be Rodriguez to shoot two.
Okay, can we talk you into wearing that hat for the open of the I'm serious, Tim. Will you wear the hat? We've got Amanda up here. Amanda, you
think I should wear the hat?
Tim Alcorn wear the hat for the open of the varsity game?
Huh? You'd love it if I did?
I would too. It's a really neat fedora, and you received it as a gift from
my son Ryan.
It's a must. You've got to do it. You just have to do it.
Well, now you're putting the pressure on me. All right, second free throw right there. It's now 84-31. 4:25 to go. Williams, bounce pass in the lane, deflected, and now there's a steal. Nice spin move in the lane, shot put up and it rolled off. Rebound grabbed by Williams. 4:05 to go. Williams, his pass right to a Lorain High Titan. Here come the Titans. Huff down the floor and the bank shot up and in. Bob, I think it needs to be said, Lorain High isn't running up the score here. They're getting points off turnovers. Right. They're running their offense.
Right.
I mean, this isn't a situation that I don't think Sandusky's going to be upset about. I mean, it's just the situation that they're turning the ball over.
Right, and we're not pressing after maids.
Right. Yep.
We're just playing good half-court defense and off the ball, running through passing lanes, and they're picking their dribble up because of the ball pressure, and it's become a layup drill at the other end. This is the best defensive heat I've seen at this level in some time.
86-31. That's right, 86-31, Lorain High by 55 in the JV game, and still 3:40 to go. There's a double team on the right wing. Williams comes around it, pulls up, shoots. Nothing but oxygen right there. Offensive rebound, though, corralled by the Blue Streaks. Left to the lane, a little bank shot, spun out. Rebound grabbed by Lorain, and they're going to run the floor.
Under control now.
Driving shot of beauty. Oh, what a play as Gerald Howard went coast to coast. Makes it 88-31. And we're going to have a foul on the double team as Williams tried to step through it.
Now, only the second team foul. Yeah, for the Titans, and visitors, Sandusky has two also.
But Bob, the situation is that Sandusky has so many turnovers. They really haven't had a lot of offensive sets to create fouls on Lorain.
It has truly been a layup drill at the other end of the floor.
Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound grabbed by the Titans, and here they come. Ralston drives, scores! Andrew Ralston.
Shooting percentage has to be well over 50. And OER here, we got away with the foul there. OER here has to be about 1.3 or so. Just very good.
And for the fans that weren't with us earlier, again, OER.
Offensive efficiency rating. You would like to get as close to 1 as possible, which means you've scored a point per possession. If you get over 1, that's off the charts, and I'm sure we're way over 1 in this game. 0.8, 0.9 is usually good. I'll bet we're at 1.3 points per possession. We've got 90. I don't think we've had anywhere near 90 possessions, so it's way out there.
So most, and I say most, high school teams will average 55 to 60 per game. So you're saying their OER should be in that same range?
It would be somewhere in the 70s, 80s, and it's also you just don't rate your offensive performance. It also indicates how good is your defense. I mean that's a great statistic to see what the opposition's OER is. And then, you know, as Coach Gillum used to tell me years ago, most important defensive statistic was what is the other team shooting in the half court. You could keep a varsity team, for example, below 38, 39, 36%. That means your half court defense is pretty good. That's the other key stat.
90 to 34, 2:20 to go. Lorain with the huge lead. They had 30 at the end of one and 55 at the half. And there's a three. Off the mark. Offensive rebound, though. Put back up, no good. Put back up again, no good. Ralston has it, leans in, and he got fouled with 2:07 left. So Ralston will head to the line and shoot two. You see, now you taught me something here tonight, Bob. You learn something every day, because I get stat sheets every time I do a game on WEOL, so I'll have to look for that.
The opposite of the OER is the DER. I mean, you could look at it that way. And then,
so the other team you wanted about 37, 38% field goal.
And you'd like to be in the mid-40s at the high school level.
Okay.
And if you can keep other teams below 40% shooting, and you obviously you get yourself above 40, you're going to win. And that's how you measure the success and the quality of your defense. And really, you should only use the statistic against maybe the best three teams you play, because you can play some teams.
Steal by Ralston. Oh, nice feed. The runner up and in, and we're at 93.
I'm rooting for 100. I hate to say it, but I am. But against, you can't get distorted or delusional about what you do against, you know, one of your lesser opponents. Those stats are especially good against the best three teams you've played.
And right of the lane, we're going to have a traveling call. A nice piece of sportsmanship right there by Gerald Howard. Good to see that. Kind of went up on the head and shoulder fake and came down on the Sandusky player and helped him up, gave him a pat on the back. Said sorry about that. Three ball, off the mark. Offensive rebound, though. Left of the lane. Oh, nice up and under move, but the shot was missed. Rebound tipped around. Sandusky has it with a minute and a half to go. 93-34.
We aren't going to make it, I'm afraid.
And we're down to 80 seconds. Sandusky's going to say,
mark.
Yeah, let's get patient here with 1:10 left. Jumper right there. Nice shot over there on the left wing as Jerron Yarborough knocked that one home. 1 minute to go. It is all Lorain.
And again, Tim, as you pointed out, Lorain High and their coaching staff did not run up the score at all.
Nope.
Haven't pressed since the first quarter. Substituted.
Nope. Put back, no, and a foul on the rebound.
You know, and Tim, a lot of coaches would say that when you're in a blowout, you're blowing somebody out, what is your obligation as a coach in sportsmanship? And most would say you take off the heat, take off the full court pressure, and sub, and then play. I mean, that's about all you can do. And that's what you should do.
Walton's jumper, an air ball. Long pass down the floor. There's two for Lorain. Driving and scoring is Gerald Howard. Makes it 95.
Didn't make it.
Well, there's a steal by Ralston. Ralston fakes the pass, put it on the rim. Good. Ralston got his own rebound back, put it up. They'll call him for the travel.
That takes 2 points away.
I think they're going to close out at 95. Boy, it'll be interesting. I'm sure Jim Allen will know, Jim Popio will know, if this is a JV record.
If anybody knows, it's Jim.
Boy, Jim will know. There's a steal. Clock at 5. A drive and a score. They're going to end up at 97 points. Lorain High wins this JV game 97-36. A 61-point win for Lorain High. 97-36. Lorain High's JV team is now 7-1 on the year. Boy, an impressive performance by the junior varsity squad. And Sandusky's JV team will drop to 2-7 on the year. Bob, some final thoughts on this
Final
one. Boy, we
thoughts.
could talk for a while about a 97-point performance, but also defensively only giving up 36.
Right. The key was half-court defense, tremendous pressure on the perimeter, traps, blitzes, run through the passing lane, create a layup drill at the other end. Completely took Sandusky out of their offense.
So in the JV ball game with the Lorain High Titans and the Sandusky Blue Streaks, it is all Lorain as the Titans win it by a final of 97-36. The Lorain JV team is now 7-1 on the year, and Sandusky drops to 2-7 on the season. We hope you've enjoyed this special sports presentation of Lorain JV basketball on WLCS TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.